it's wonderful because when someone comes to the microphone yesterday and today, it's incredible what they say. I've attended many of these things and you end up bored, but here you are really upbeat every time someone talks. And now it's the time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye, but let's say goodbye as God demands. Álvaro. Good afternoon. Thank you very much. Your Beatitude, dear bishops, dear participants, dear panelist members, dear friends, the international conference We Are All Nazarene is about to close. It has been a long path, not easy as anything that's really worth it in life, but it has been very fruitful and emotional. We have had the fortune of having with us people whose testimonies have shocked our conscience, have made us shake, look to the mirror face to face and question the sense of our position in the world. They have made us cry. They have made us question our commitment. We are very happy because the real path starts tomorrow. Thanks to this conference, religious freedom has become, for Citizen Go, a priority objective, to which we will devote a great amount of our resources and effort and all the talent of the campaign leaders. These last few days, the victims of the worst humanitarian crisis suffered since the Second World War have talked to us here in Madrid, to the whole world, the real drama they are suffering, persecution and death and persecution, like in the early stages of Christianity, except that now the executioner is someone that uses Islam and is perpetrating a genocide. This conference has been a great opportunity to raise awareness on the extreme situation suffered by our Christian brothers in the Middle East, Africa and Palestine, and to denounce the terrible silence of the European governments, Spain and the US. The West has proven not to be there, like the other Muslim countries, whilst thousands of people have been slaughtered daily. This passiveness cannot continue. We must raise our voices as Christians. The first step to solve the problem is to get to know it. Our experience from Citizen Go as an organization tells us that when people are aware of a problem, right there, they start being mobilized in a kind and generous manner. We are convinced that society, the Spanish society, but in general, the whole of the West will react after this conference, because no one can remain passive faced with the testimonies that we have heard here. We are very optimistic. Citizen Go is an international organization that champions the values that we consider are essential to build a better future, especially the value of freedom and the dignity of people. It's been ongoing for less than a year and a half. We are now 2.5 million people that are members from different countries, and that we continue to sign our petitions, our requests. They participate in our mobilizations, they support our campaigns, they pressure governments, and they create value in society. That means that there is good people, a lot of good people, to set the foundations for a real change in society that will force institutions and governments to react before these humanitarian catastrophes, such as the one that our Christian brothers are suffering. From Citizen Go, Actioir and Más Libres, we are committed to work on this line. This conference has been a shot of morale for the future, so that we do not lose sight of this great deed that we have before us. Raising awareness and mobilization and a lot of prayer. We need a lot of prayer to fight evil. Thank you very much, first of all, to God for having blessed us with His honor, for having given us the opportunity to shake the hands of our brothers that have been persecuted. Thank you also to the organizers, to Rocío Cerrudo, the director of the conference, to Miguel, Eduardo, and so many others from the group Hazte Oír, for helping all of us and to make sure that this was such a great conference. I would also like to thank the volunteers that have made easy what was difficult, and that voluntarily and without any of their own interest have always paid attention to detail. Also, thank you very much to the group EULE that has made it possible to guarantee security. Also, thanks to the delegation, the government delegation that has put at our service the police force and that has kept the safety of these people. And a big thank you to all the members and donors of Hazte Oír and Citizen Go who make it possible for us to organize this type of events. And also thank you very much to all the speakers, to all the participants, and to all of you who have followed us on the internet or in person here in Madrid. And I would also like to finish by using the scream of all the martyrs here from the last century. Long live Christ the King.
Dentro de 3 minutos esto se ha terminado. Bueno.
In 3 minutes' time, this will have finished. Well, less than 3 minutes. Supposedly, I should just say goodbye and that's it. Say a few polite words of gratitude, mention a few people, tell some kind of anecdote about the preparations for the conference or something about the participants. But I've managed, I can't do it. I've tried writing this. I've spent 3 nights, sleepless nights, unable to write such a speech. So perhaps I should thank everybody one by one for their participation, say something to each one in their own language. Perhaps I should explain the efforts that have been made to bring us to this point and to remind us what awaits everyone in a few hours' time when they go home. Perhaps I should recall or make mention of the team who's made this possible, Rocío, Álvaro, Carmen. I should remind our guests that everything is possible here because of the people we have in front of us and the people who are behind the cameras, the people we can't see but that have been sat at their computers since the early hours yesterday. All of these people who are pushing and promoting and helping and mobilizing their efforts with, and devote their time and money to help to make sure that Spain ceases to be what we don't like. I should explain that Más Libres, Hazte Oír, and Derecho a Vivir, as Citizen Go, is not us, the ones who are talking now, the ones who are giving a face and name to this organization. It is not us, friends. It is them. It is the people who are on the other side of the cameras and who doesn't understand that it is they who form our organization are wrong. Hazte Oír is not us. It's not the people who gives it a face. It's the people who want to improve their countries. It's people who want to leave their children and their grandchildren a better world. And it is the people who know that in order to do this, we have to give. We have to give. Thank you, Monsignor Dueme. I've learnt that from you during this conference. I should explain to all of these ignorant people that Hazte Oír is not activism. Más Libres, Derecho a Vivir, and Citizen Go are nothing at all like activism. It's all about giving, constantly giving. These people, what you do is give. You deliver. You offer yourselves. This is our model of activism. And this is why we are influential, because we don't do, we give. And For this reason, they are so frightened of us. Perhaps, however, these are not what you're expecting to hear from me in a closing speech. Perhaps I should speak in a more institutional, formal, and perhaps more conventional way. But I can't. So rather than talking to you, I shall talk to the boss. Thank you, Lord, for allowing us to come this far. Thank you for letting them come. Thank you for this abundance of wealth, for so much luxury, so much opulence. Thank you for this treasure. Thank you for letting us call ourselves Christians after having met them, your people, the Christians. Thank you for looking towards us, for giving us your hands, your voice, your light. Thank you for showing us what that word means, that word that sometimes we say but hardly ever understand. Thank you for showing us what is meant by the word faith. Thank you for showing us that the path is the one that they walk along, not the one that we usually follow. Thank you for making us feel so bad, so small, so terribly imperfect, so handicapped, so selfish, so arrogant, so useless compared to your people. Thank you for bringing them, Lord. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please, could you come up, come close? Monsignores, please come up here. Join me. Thank you for bringing them. Thank you for bringing them here, Lord.
Please.